and welcome to Pickle Vision with me, Captain Pickle. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. It is lovely to see you all here today. Hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. Hope your Wednesday is going fantastic. Hope you're having a lovely day, a lovely week. We're halfway through now. Only 2 days left, and then it's another long weekend. I feel like we've been spoilt by long weekends at the moment. But yeah, welcome to the stream. As you can see, things look a little bit different because I've decided to have a go with the new setup, trying this one out. So I'm actually sat at my painting desk, which is where I film all my videos, which is where I do my painting when I am sat painting. And you can see the editing suite there behind me, which is where I normally stream from. We're trying it out, see what you think. I think it looks quite cool. It's nice having like all the lights and stuff in the background, nice tidy backdrop. And we've got this over here. It's nice for me to be sat where I normally paint while I'm painting as well, rather than, because all my stuff's here now, thanks to my fancy new shelf that I built. If you've not seen that video, go and check that out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. Editing evening, woohoo! This is good company. Sponsored by Monster Energy. Sponsored by Monster Energy. We are not. No, I've not had to move around. I've just moved my streaming setup because I use a laptop, so I'm not fixed in one place. It's kind of the nature of a laptop. So I've been meaning to try this for a while and do this over on this side instead, and switch it around a bit. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. The only thing with this setup is that I actually have to set it up physically, like for every stream, because there's cables and like camera mounts and cameras all over the place. Normally, it's also mounted on and around that desk, which is a streaming desk. But the issue is, I can't just keep it there. I can't keep it all over here because I won't have any room to film anything. But yeah, and we've got the 4K camera on today because we're doing a bit of painting. But before we go on to any more of that, let's have a quick look through the chat and see who we've got with us this evening. So first off the bat, we've got Mr. Lapunu. Thanks very much for tuning in, bud. Welcome to the stream. We've got Pirate Queen Pickle all the way from upstairs. We've got Uncle Fatwig. Thanks very much for tuning in, bud. Welcome to the stream. We've got Dean Paints Things. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Mr. Buffett, thanks very much for tuning in with our fantastic moderators. Thanks very much for joining us this evening. We've got Wardelly Miniatures. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Welcome to the stream. We've got Campaign Terrain. Welcome to the stream, bud. Hope you're well. Boffnet's joining us as well. Not Boffnet, Nightbot. Nightbot versus Boffnet. Welcome to the stream, both of you. We've got Graham Rigg. Thanks very much for tuning in, bud. Welcome to the stream. We've got Monkey Boy 7. Welcome to the stream, bud. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. We've got Bram, our other fantastic moderator, rounding out the moderation team. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have Void Captain Bazooka. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're well. Katie Graham. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are well. Aaron Butler, Andy Allen. Welcome, guys. Hope you're both well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Blue Box Bro. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Gina Doherty, thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to the stream, each and every one of you. Lovely to see you all here, and everyone else that's with us but not in the chat. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic time, and thank you very much for tuning in and joining us. So, what do you guys think to the new setup? It's not really a new setup. I'm literally just sat the other way around. Like normally, you can see all of this side, and I'm facing that way. So the setup's not really changed. Like I said, it's literally just moving cameras around, I guess. Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. It's nice having this over here. We'll see if it's any good. If you want to help support the channel, guys, as always, we've got our affiliate links down below in the description, along with our channel membership program over on the main channel, the Pickle Jar. None of it is expected ever, but it is appreciated. So if you want to help support us by picking up some new products, then use our affiliate links. Don't cost you guys anything extra, and we get a bit of a cutback, which helps support the channel. Helps us keep on doing what we're doing, and helps me keep affording to buy new screws. We buy the wrong screws for a DIY project. If you've not seen the latest video, go and check it out. It really helps out the channel. I built a paint rack for all my Pro Acryl, my Turbo Dorks, my Army Painter air set, and my Army Painter's speed paint set, and a load of other paints, which I'll tell you about another time. Checking in, finally made it back to one of these. Hey to Pickle and everyone. Welcome Robert Evans, welcome to the stream, hope you all well. Original Kesbian, thanks very much for tuning in, welcome to the stream. Is it so you can use your new sexy paint rack? It is. It's because all my paints are here and I can just go, oh, I need this paint, and I can get it. It's not just because of that, it's just because like, I'm taking advantage of some equipment that I've got. And yeah, just having a lovely time with it. I've seen the entire room in 3D HD DVD, so I'm probably less impressed than the others. Brilliant. I like it, backdrop looks good with the lights. The Pickle paint rack TM. I'm not building another one, I'm not selling them. No way. So tonight, guys, I'll show you something. Well, I might show you that later because I'll have to mess about moving the camera about. But I've been painting something. I don't know how well that's going to show up. But I've been painting something. This is done now. I just need to do something else for it. But that is coming for a video that will be coming out very soon. And tonight, we're painting this. I'm sat here waiting for the paint rack to fall over. Everyone's really concerned with the paint rack falling over, guys. And I know, I appreciate the thought, but seriously, this thing isn't going anywhere. Like, it is solid. Like, to a fault, it is solid. This thing is absolutely not moving at all. It's heavy by itself. And it's got like 4 full paint ranges on it. It's absolutely not moving. Pickle in his posh paint rack. Your paint rack has inspired me. Honestly, it's one of them things that I've been wanting to do for ages. And then I've just kept not bothering and not doing it, and I've just made do, and I've kept paints in boxes, and I've kept them in cupboards, and just all over the place. And it's like, it's a pain in the arse when you want one. Like, you got to search through everything. They're all organised in like colour order, and they're all there. I can see what everything is, so I can just pick the one that I want. It's very, very, very organised. Show us the models in the light, Pickle. All we got was a shadow. We'll do that. Let's move over to the desk view, which is super zoomed in at the moment. We'll unzoom it a little bit. I still don't know how much of this you're going to be able to get to see because I'm using a new lens. But if I... There you go. So it's focused. So I've done this with yeah, this was done with some new paints that I've got sent out from Element Games. They are Archive X, and yeah, they've been colour matched to the Star Wars archives, so that they're supposed to be accurate for the all the models and stuff that they used when they were filming Star Wars. So I've done that. I need to do something else for that video, but that'll be out next week. I bet you can't guess which date. Spent 3 days scuba training, so in the bath relaxing to a Pickle stream. Brilliant. We always love it when people are in the bath watching the streams. Oil wash really makes it pop. Yeah, so it's got... So I've primed it. You'll see it all in the video. But I primed it all with the airbrush, did all the different greys and stuff. Added some nice variety with them. Added the red, then I did an oil, oh then I did the windows, sorry. Did an oil wash all over. Cleaned that up, left it like all the dregs and stuff in and some staining and stuff. And then went in with a matte varnish, then a slight dry brush. I didn't go crazy with it, but a slight dry brush. And then that's it, it's done. Like it's been a really, really easy paint job. But it looks pretty cool. But yeah, and as for what we're painting today, this is what we're painting today, and that's why I had it super zoomed. But yeah, this is what we're painting today. It's a dog from the Animal Adventures set from Steamforged Games. Let me just get comfy where I'm going to hold it, and then I'll make sure that it's focused. It is Dog Tanyan, yes. Do I like dogs? I do like dogs. So yeah, this is what we're painting tonight. But yeah, I missed a message earlier. With the new view, Josh, I'm even more impressed with how much you accomplished in such a small space. It's not actually that small a space. It is quite a big space. You know, and this is only like whatever size. It's not a massive. I mean, it is a massive paint rack. It's very heavy, but it doesn't take up too much space, like space-wise. Ooh. Sweet model, you can't sword fight. This is a dog. Frost and Fist, welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're gonna get cracking with painting because I want to try and get all the fur done at least, and then we'll see how long that takes us. Does Loki approve of you painting dogs? Loki don't mind. Loki don't mind me painting dogs. I have got some cats to paint as well, but I'm doing this dog first. Move my palette aside a bit just so I can see the paints. So what are you guys working on? Are you doing any hobby tonight? Are you just chilling? Have you been doing some hobby earlier on in the week? Let me know in the chat. Now don't forget guys as well, we've got Loki approved at about 9 o'clock. So if you want to share anything that you've been working on, chuck it over there on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord already, you feel free to join. It is absolutely free of charge. And we'd be happy to have you. So I gave this a quick prime and a zenithal just before the stream. Just using the old airbrush. That's one of the other reasons why I want to stream over here, because then at some point I want to do, if I want to do any airbrushing, I can, because I'm sat where I airbrush. Finally broke down and bought a hot wire foam cutter this week. I'm shooting a vid about my initial impressions. Nice! Clean up the hobby space. Finished a hobby project, painting terrain earlier this week. Chill out and editing time now. Nice one, dude. Hope the edit goes well. I think I'll be editing, well, we're editing Friday for work through the day. I need to get some editing done for my video at some point, although that might end up being Monday's job, with it being bank holiday. We'll see. Been working on my bikers. Cleaning up the hobby space. It's nice to have a bit of a clean up. Are you planning to paint one of your cats up in Loki colours? Yes, absolutely. There is one that is a little bit on the floofy side, which I am planning on doing in Loki colours. Clear the memory card on my camera. Going to see some brown bears tomorrow. Nice. Planning a new mini diorama using the Witcher halfling from Warp. Convert lesson wood monster. Nice. That'd be cool. I'm so gutted that I'm not going to get to see you guys next Saturday. But I'm sure you'll all have a lovely time. I'm looking forward to seeing the pictures and stuff from the weekend, the Warp weekend. Just get a nice solid base coat down, and then we'll start adding some highlights and stuff, and some different turns on the fur. Always important to get a nice solid base layer down first before moving on. These models are a little bit smaller than I'm used to as well, so I thought it'd be fun to try and paint one on stream. Harder than trying to paint a really tiny mini is trying to keep a mini in, not only in shot, but in focus using the camera that I'm using. That's the real challenge. Will Pickle finish a mini on stream? I doubt it for this one. I want to do a really nice job on it, so I don't think I'm going to get it finished on the stream. Thing is, with a mini like this, I'm going to need to like get in really close to do bits and pieces with it, and I can't do that while I'm streaming. Some serious product placement there. Product placement. What product placement? Oh, the paint handle. The Citadel logo has taken up the entire screen. Sorry. Buffnet, you really are a fantastic mod. Like I said, I like these paint handles. I don't like the new ones, but I like these ones. I think these older ones are far more comfy. So at this point, I'm not too worried about picking out individual, like sculpted bits of hair with this colour, because this is going to be the sort of the main colour, the sort of mid. Brown that I put on before was more just a base coat and a bit of shade. This is the mid, so I'm just going over quite heavy, going into some of the recesses, not being too worried, because then when we go in with the highlight, that's where we capture all the definition. I'm going with my tried and tested scratchy lines for highlights and stuff, just to add a bit of texture while I'm going through and doing the highlights. Did you sneak into Element Games then while you were in Sheffield, Uncle Fatwig? So me and Elston will be recording the new episode of Wargamers Anonymous Saturday morning, which I'm very much looking forward to. And not just because I finally get to try these sweets that I've had sat for about 3 weeks, but because I always enjoy recording the podcast with Elston. Can anyone tell me how long contrast paints take to dry? It depends how thick you put them on. If you put them on quite thick, they'll take longer. If you just like glazing them on, then they're like pretty much not instant, but not long. But mainly because he gets the sweets that have been sat beside him for 3 weeks. Yes. Is Warhammer World worth flying over to? I would say it depends. Are you coming to the UK already, like for something else, and you're going to make a stop at Warhammer World while you're here? Or are you coming over specifically for Warhammer World? Because it's only really a day trip. It's not like something you need an entire weekend or anything for. Episode 5 was the best one ever, Boffnet. You're right. And not just because we got to eat cheese and tomato ketchup flavoured crisps. And Elston had to pay through the nose for his because apparently Elston ordered the expensive stuff. Right, let's add a bit more yellow into this now. Now we're going to go in start picking out the details, highlights a bit more. If you're doing a few days away anyway, then yeah, absolutely, get yourself to Warmer World. It won't even take a full day, really. Like, realistically, there's the exhibition, which I think it costs about 7 or 8 quid, but it's well worth it, especially if you've never done it before. That's well worth having a look round. And you gotta have something to eat in Bugman's, because like it's nice food. But then once you've done that, and once you've had a browse through the shop and stuff, that's pretty much it. So if you wanted to like do other things in Nottingham and stuff, you can probably do something else in the same day. Allow yourself the time to do Warmer World, but like I said, don't. It's not like a theme park or anything. It is basically just a shop. The only real like touristy part is the gallery. It's just like, if you're into Warmer and stuff, then you should go to Warmer World at some point, just because it's kind of like seeing where it all comes from, sort of thing. Back in the day, they used to do like sort of tours and stuff that you could go and look around, like Forge World, and like they do stuff like that. I don't think they do that anymore. Yeah, it's cool if you want to play games as well, because they've got a massive gaming hall. Is there anything else in the area that might be worth going to? So there is an Element Games in Nottingham, but it's not massive. It is only a tiny shop. There's... what else is there in Nottingham? There used to be the Video Game Museum in Nottingham, but that's moved to Sheffield now. I mean, depending on when it is, like Nottingham is only like an hour away for me. We could meet up for a brew, myself and Pirate Queen Pickle, depending on what day it falls on. We could totally come over and say hi. Right, well, I'm pretty happy with this fur so far. What time are we on? 25 to. Hi, Hobby Corner. You alright, dude? Let's just pick out... a few tiny highlights. Just with a slightly brighter yellow. Here's a couple of highlights, and then we might chuck the base coat down on his coat. Use Geek Gaming Scenic's fast drying basing glue. Now my hand is stuck to the painting handle. Yep, that'll be stuck there forever now. That stuff is horrible if you get it on you. That stuff is horrible if you get it on you. Right. Let me grab a magenta and a couple of reds. Love you too, Rich Smith. There we go. I forgot to mute my mic. I was just shaking up some paints. Just gonna need to do another one. There we go. So this wet palette that I'm using, by the way, that everyone's been asking me about, there's a video coming out tomorrow over on Geek Gaming Scenics. If you're interested in checking it out, then head over there tomorrow. I'm not sure what time it's out, but I know it's out tomorrow at some point. Just measuring my hobby space to see what size rack I can fit. Nice. Come back to vibrator talk. It's because I've got a vortex mixer for my paint. Such an amazing wet palette. It is. I love it. I love it. It's replaced my army painter one. More real estate on it. It's bigger. I've stolen Mr. Swig's nail varnish shaker. Do you know what? I've always put it down to being a bit of a gimmick. The shaker things. I've always put it down to just being a gimmick. One of them things like why we don't need that. But I've got this one because basically we had one at the unit and we've moved the studio back to Luke's house. And he already had one at home, so I've got the one that was at the unit. And I've been using it over the last few days, and it makes such a difference. Like the paint is all shook up properly, and I just have to sit there and hold it. Like it sounds very lazy, doesn't it, when I say it like that? Got a cheap vortex mixer from Amazon and it's brilliant. I highly recommend Pickle Jar. I've tried Pickle without Jar and it was a mess. Jar is the future. Brilliant. Cheers Lapunu for that ringing endorsement there. Mr. Big says they use vortex mixers in labs for a reason. Yeah, I know. I know for stuff like that, I know. But like, I've always like, in regards to like for miniature paint specifically, I've always just thought, oh, it's just a bit of a, it's one of them gimmicks. And like, I mean, to a certain extent, maybe, but like, it is nice having the paint like properly mixed up, because sometimes you can be shaking a paint for ages and then you think, oh, that'll be done, and then you open it and it's not done. Just realised I'm off camera. Finished building 8 of my infiltrators. Taking a break. Don't blame me, bud. Don't blame you. Pickle eating a pickle. Is that not cannibalism? Pouch pickle. It's only cannibalism if you can prove which part of you is a pickle. I am Pickle. When you're getting some of that dirty down stuff, I don't know. It's one of them, like, I don't know. So stuff like that, it's always tempting to try and jump on stuff like that and, you know, make content and stuff. But by the time I get some, like, plenty of people have already done the content on it. So then it's sort of like, well, can I do something or use it in a way where it's not being used? Or, you know, can I add anything to that conversation? And like 9 times out of 10, it's like when I sit and look, it's kind of like, no, not really. Like sometimes I'll get on stuff as it's sort of happening, or as it's relevant still. And in terms of getting some just for like my own projects and stuff, like I don't really think I need it. Like I don't do Rust very often. When I do it, it's only small amounts, and like I'm quite happy doing Rust how I already do it. Just a bit of dry brushing and a bit of stuff on there. If I was gonna do like a big terrain set, like maybe when I do my 40k terrain that I've got through Imperium, maybe I'll get some then, and I can use it. I can use it with that. But other than that, I've no idea what's happening in chat tonight. You're all mental. Let's add a bit of white to this pink. Just for a bit of a... Hey, no need to apologise. It's keeping me entertained as much as it's entertaining you guys, so I call that a win-win. I meant to say it earlier on, I did see a message as well. Good evening to Mrs. Wig, who's joining us as well. I did mean to say that earlier, I completely forgot. So I apologise sincerely. Sounds like a documentary. Interview segment on the podcast. We are wanting to get more guests on. Who would you guys like to see us get on the podcast in terms of guests? Luke would be a great guest, and Orky. Orky, we've got lined up to hopefully come on at some point in the nearish future. Luke, again, we've said we want to get on, and he's said he's up for it. It's just a case of when. Midwinter Minis, Ninjon. Miniac Ninjon. Luke or Dave. I'm sure we can do that. I'm sure we can convince them to join us. Interview Planet Queen Pickle about life before Pickle Jar. There was no life before Pickle Jar. There was only meaningless existence. Got to bail. Ciao. Thanks for thanks Pickle. No problem. Campaign terrain. Thanks very much for tuning in, bud. Tabletop Titans. They're over in the UK soon. I'll just get this red coat on, this red layer just on his hat. And then we'll move over and do Loki approved. I just want to get this red layer. You should get all British Warhammer YouTubers and do a huge apocalypse game. That's a fantastic idea. It also instantly gave me like a massive panic attack at the thought of trying to organise something like that. Boris Johnson, brilliant. Trying to organise Mikey from Hellstorm. I know, right? Talk about impossible. Right. See you later, dude. Thanks very much for tuning in. Dean, thank you very much for tuning in. Interview yourself, including the questions. Brilliant. That's a fantastic idea. Right, it's 9 o'clock. Let's do Loki approved. See what everyone's been working on. Right, how do I do this on here now? So that one. And there we go. So thanks very much, Boffnet, for opening up Loki approved today. Very much appreciated. So Loki approved. If you don't know what this is the part of the show where we take a look through what everyone's been working on, and we show it off here live on stream, and generally say nice things about it. So, kicking us off today, first post, we have Sprocket. Thank you very much for sharing this, Sprocket. First time using Geek Gaming Scenic's base ready. Loving the sand, can't wait to finish my squig hogs with it as going for a beach theme. This looks fantastic. I do love the base readies from Geek Gaming Scenics. Not just because I work for them. I've loved them for a while now. But yeah, this looks awesome. I love the red on the squig and that green on the orc. Really contrast each other. So this looks really, really nice. It's a really nice colour scheme. Looking forward to seeing some more of these painted up as well. I love a good squig. I'm being kind of tempted to do a squig army for Age of Sigmar at some point. I know I said that I was only going to do one army, but I'm kind of tempted because they are very, very, very nice models, and I think they'd be a lot of fun to paint. So, but yeah, this looks fantastic. Awesome work. Next up, we have Not 47. A very dynamic blade this week. This guy looks awesome. That's a fantastic model. I've not seen that model actually. It's obviously Marvel Crisis Protocol, but I'd not seen that one. I don't know how that one's passed me by. But yeah, I've missed that one. But that is a fantastic paint job on that. That's awesome. Amazing work, dude. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Next up, we've got Bateman 007. Sneaky drop these guys on here, even though I most likely won't make it by the stream tonight. But hope you have a good one. So, it's been painting a load of stuff there by the looks of things. That's a very full photo. I'm not entirely certain what these are or where they're from. But they look fantastic. The colours are really nice. And that's a mammoth amount of painting as well. So fantastic work, Bateman 007. And thank you very much for sharing with us. Wow. Okay, last night I made a tally up of my full Halfling League of Rhodia force for Kings of War. It totals in at just over 2,500 points. All models are warp miniatures. Wow. Consists of 2 Master Sergeants, 1 Sorcerer, 1 Engineer, 2 Hordes of Spearlings, 1 Horde of Braves, 1 Regiment of Braves, 1 Regiment of Archers, 5 Troops of Scouts, 2 Regiments of Knights, 1 Troop of Ranger Cavalry, 3 Iron Beasts, and 2 Volley Guns. That is a mega army. I mean, I don't play Kings of War, so I don't know what the points... Like, I don't know if that's a lot of points or not, but it sounds like a lot of points, and it looks like a lot of models. That's awesome. We always love to see an army shot. I need to get my Necrons out at some point to try and get a full yawn and try and get a full photo of them all together. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I have a lot, but we'll We'll see. But yeah, fantastic work on these, Deng. These look awesome. Nice work. I just realised that you guys couldn't see the photo because I'd just not scrolled down far enough. So that's the photo of all the models. Yeah, absolutely fantastic, dude. Next up, we've got Spindle. First of 3 Paragons finished. First model I've fully painted in over 20 years. So glad to be back in the hobby. That's fantastic. Welcome back to the hobby. And this looks fantastic as well. I really like that colour scheme. That blue is really, really nice. Nice and smooth as well. Doesn't look blotchy at all. Nice smooth layers. Very, very good. Fantastic for your first painting in 20 years. And like I said, welcome back to the hobby. Glad you're back amongst us. That's fantastic. And thank you very much for sharing as well. Always love seeing what people are up to and where everyone is on their own painting journeys. Next up, we've got Katie. Finally finished my first of 3 Salamander Aggressors. I hate decals, so all the icons are freehand. And just for an added touch, the purity seals got a little scorched. Nice. I mean, that paint job is fantastic. The base is awesome. I love the paint job on the armor. That is amazing. B, freehanding the symbols, absolutely amazing. That is proper badass. I mean, it's always going to get a win in my books. It's a salamander, but this is a very, very nice looking salamander. Look at the freehand on the shoulder there. Look, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Freehand in there as well. It's just so clean. Oh, look, close-ups. Yeah, it's just so clean. Awesome work, Katie. Thanks very much for sharing that one. Next up, what are the miniatures? Not been active, very active as late. Been busy with the house move. Settled in now and got the brushes out to paint up some Catachan characters. Oh, Boffin will be happy with this. So we've got Slime Obra and then a couple of other Catachan characters. These are awesome. Oh, there we go. Next message down. Boffnet. These have made me happy. Brilliant. These are fantastic, dude. Absolutely awesome work. Love it. Nice work. Nice to see you painting again as well. Next up, we've got Darth Booth reviews. My Perry Miniatures Napoleonic Prussian Landwehr Commander and a Gripping Beast picked Warlord / Champion. These are awesome. These are proper tiny scale again, aren't they? They're really nice. I really like. Oh, sorry, it's been a really long day. I really like that blue. On the flag especially as well, like the shading as well. You can see the highlights and stuff. That's really, really nice. And I'm really enjoying this, the green and yellow sort of tartan like pattern on the scarf or shawl or whatever it is. That looks really cool. Very, very nice. Love it. Next up, we've got Boffnet himself, Saint Celestine and her Gemini Superior, painted in Sisters of the Ashen Shrine armor. These look familiar. Where'd you get these from? Awesome work on these, dude. Fantastic work with the airbrush as well on the wings. Good on you for busting it out and giving it a go. But yeah, these look fantastic, dude. And I'm glad that you've had them, you've done something with them. They were just sat in my drawer. So I'm glad that they've got a new home and are getting to actually get painted and be out on a shelf instead of just on sprues in a box. So yeah, nice work, dude. Next up, we've got Void Captain Bazooka, work in progress, rotor cannon. Rotor cannon magazine for my Black Shield Marauder. This looks awesome. I always love the bazookas, conversions and kit bashes and stuff. That's going to be awesome once that's finished. Yep, absolutely fantastic. Cheers for sharing that bazooka. Next up we've got Blue Box Bro or Connor. This night is absolutely amazing. Is this what you're taking to the Thursday night fight night? Yeah, this is badass. I like the addition of the guys on the floor as well. That's really, really cool. Having the sort of the trench going in between the Titan, like underneath with the Krieg and stuff, that is so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Nice work, dude. Like I said, that base, I love it. I love that idea. Finish my Krieg night. Nice work, dude. Middle-earth strategy battle games. Radagast Alliance 650 point army. That's cool. Look at all these lights and stuff. So we've got Radagast the Brown on foot and mounted, I guess, with his rabbits. And I think, are they the eagles that you were doing before? I remember you doing some lights and stuff on. Might have been in that box of random stuff that I gave you, Josh. I don't think it was. I think I remember a knight being in there. I mean, I'll double check, but I'm pretty certain it's not in there. There were some tanks. I know there were a couple of basilisks. But yeah, this is really cool. I love this. Awesome work on this one, Bobby. Next up, we've got Jason. Did these last Thursday and Friday. Nice, getting the shipping containers painted up. I really need to get all my terrain. The thing, I'm going to wait until we've got all the terrain for Imperium. And then I think I'm just going to blitz it all in a weekend. Because it'll just be a lot of airbrush, dry brush, oil wash, stuff like that. I might get some of that dirty down rust for it as well. But yeah, it's just gonna be like a weekend of getting terrain done, I think. But I'm looking forward to getting it all done, because then I'll actually have some terrain for 40k. So we've got a couple of shipping containers, and then we've got some of the Mechanicus stuff, and some Immortals. Awesome work. And some more terrain. Wow, you've been busy. Get the young'un to help airbrush. No. You've been super busy, Jason. Nice work though, man. Nice work getting everything everything built up and stuff ready to paint. Nice work. Next up, we've got Wolf Brother Mythos with... What's this? I thought it were an Ice Warrior at first. Shout out to all my fellow Doctor Who fans. Is this like an alternative Space Marine? Is this a conversion? Is this a 3D print? Is it from an alternative source? Mythos, we got to know. We need to know, dude. There's not even put any text with it, so we don't know. There's no way of telling. I mean, unless he tells us in the chat. But unless he tells us in the chat, I'm gonna have to get me some terrain like that soon. All that terrain, I've got that. I've just not built it or painted it. It's all from Imperium. I'm waiting for it all to turn up at the same... once it's all arrived for the various issues, then I'll get it all painted. There's no point in doing it until then. But I mean, if you had some terrain as well, then even better. It's just a man. It's more than a man. It's an idea. With a man's courage. Forge World Custodies? Think it's one of the Forge World Custodies. Ah. Well, it looks very nice. Mythos will tell us in a bit when he's caught up. He's from foreign, so I think his internet's a bit delayed. Looks like a Custodies. Does it? I've never seen a Custodies look like this before. Well, it's a third-party Custodies. Right. Yeah, so it's third-party. That's fine. It looks fantastic, though. I love the colours. I love the fact that his like gauntlets are a different colour to the rest of his armour. That's really cool. I'm going to get an army finished before I do terrain, though. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Next up we've got Raven's Rook. Finally got Space Marine back on the table. Captain in Gravis armour. Slight conversion with sword on side. Bowler and Burke, Rat Killers, and also working on Celestant Prime whilst watching the show. Nice! Loving this conversion with a sword like at his hip there. That's really, really cool. And I love this orc. This is awesome. Wow, look at this. The is it Celestium Prime or something? Fancy Stormcast. This is looking awesome, dude. Yeah, this is looking fantastic, man. Awesome work. I just need to get painting something, anything. Lol. Yeah, this is fantastic, dude. Nice work, man. And that's the end of Loki Approved. That is everything. So, massive thank you to everyone for submitting your stuff, showing us what you've been working on. It's always nice to have a look through and see what everyone's up to. Yeah. Some awesome work, as always. You guys should be proper proud of yourselves. You're always doing good stuff. Always doing good stuff. Right, let's get a bit more painting done. So I started doing his hat, didn't I? So get some nice highlights on this thing. Really impressed with the... Oh, you got the thingies, didn't you? Infiltrators. Well, I need to pick up a Space Marine Codex at some point so I can see how many points I've got. Because I've got a decent amount of salamanders painted. And when I eventually get around to doing anything with any of my Imperium stuff, I'll have even more. So I would like to use them at some point. Every now and then, it does get codexes in at Murfield that are like the current edition ones, but they do tend to go pretty quick. I can... I mean, to be fair, if I get a codex, then you can just use mine to work out a list. Like, that's not an issue. Yeah, or use Battlescribe, yeah. If you go on Battlescribe, Matt, I mean, I can show you how to use it, because it is a little bit finicky. But yeah, Battlescribe is free to use, and it's kept updated, like, pretty accurately. Can you do it for free on the app, Raven's Rook, if you've not got the codex? Or is that you have to pay for the app though, don't you? Let's get a... bollocks. Yep. Original Kesbian was 100% correct. I've been sat chatting away to myself for like the last 20 minutes. Hashtag pro YouTuber, yeah, I know. Oh well, I probably won't say it out interesting anyway. But Miniac never does that. Yeah, probably not. He's professional. You won't catch Miniac hanging out with likes of me. His loss. Brilliant. Where is it? That's copper. That's the one I want. Right, I'm not even going to bother muting my mic. Look, he's not a fan of the Vortex mixer. You said you won't get it done, but it's not far off. There's loads left to do on this. There's loads left to do on it. I need... I need a tiny paintbrush. I don't mind ruining using metallics. Is Loki afraid of hoovers as well? She is. I want to listen to the washing machine emulator. Brilliant. That's the sound of Josh firing up the yacht's engine. I don't have a yacht. I'm not cool enough to have a yacht. Because it's Wendy's yacht. Yeah, if either of us were going to own a yacht, it would be Wendy. Oh, get this metallic trim done. Just made it home from work, okay, but you're doing good. Cheers for tuning in, Bateman. We are getting towards the end of the stream, but we appreciate you tuning in no matter what time it is. Hope work was okay. You're more of an inflatable dinghy type of man. No, I'd definitely have a yacht if I thought I could get one, but if it's a choice between either me or Pickle having one, Pickle definitely gets one. Let's get some transparency on this. Let's get green transparent and make use of this zenithal that I gave him on his feather. There we go. Speed, contrast, or pro acryl. This is this is pro acryl. This is the green pro acryl transparent. And I wanted to do more with the transparents and try them out. Use them a bit more in paint schemes and stuff. And they work really well over zenithals. So I figured that's what we'd do. Yeah, the green one is one of my favourites from the transparent set. The first time I used it, it went on a little bit glossy, but I just don't think I'd shook it up enough. Because when I've used it since then, it's been fine. Oh yeah, it'd be spot on for that, dude. It's a gorgeous colour. Like I said, the thing that I found with the transparents from Pro Acryl is they They're not like contrast paint, so they don't do the contrast for you. They are just sort of like tints or glazes. So if you put them on over the top of a Zenithal Prime or like a dry brush Zenithal or something like that, they will, like, that does the work for you, and then these just tint it whatever colour. That's the best way I've found to use them. I mean, that has still dried a bit glossy, but I'll be putting a matte varnish on this anyway, so... I've only got one contrast paint that I use for OSL. I mean, I think I've got most of the range, to be honest. I didn't realise I got most of the range until I was looking at how many contrast paints there are in the range when I was doing my speed paint video, and I was like, oh, I own almost all of these. Just painting some of the, he's got like some pouches on the side. I'm going to paint this and then add a bit of a light wash to it just to pick out the detail. Not on the entire model, just on this pouch on the side. Need a darker brown. Actually, let's use burnt orange. Why not? In fact, no, let's not. We'll go with brown. I wanted the brown first. What time are we on? 5-2. Oh. I'm not going to get him finished, though. Have I seen the Heresy box? I've not looked, no. Have they, like, properly announced it now? That's odd that they've announced it now. Like, I presumed they'd have waited until next weekend with the Heresy event. Or is it a leak? See, there's a few Necrons on the last chance to buy, Josh. Yeah, to be honest, none of them are ones that I'm super fussed on or that I need. And if I ever do want them, I'll be able to pick them up cheap enough. They're not... I'm not going to rush out. Sorry about that. I'm not going to rush out to get them just because they've decided that they don't want to sell them at the moment. Because they'll come back round at some point. I've got plenty of Necrons to be working on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not in short supply. Well, I don't think this is looking too bad. Like I say, get a... Bless you, thank you. Get this painted, and then he's just got a little like crest on his hat. Needs a cask of wine. Not a bad shout. Night Kesbjörn, thanks for tuning in. Good luck with your game. There we go. Oh, hang on. It's got some buttons that I've missed. There we go. He's done. Just needs a matte varnish and basing. His dog. I'll get a picture put up on the Discord. But yeah, a fancy tiny dog. There we go. That's what we've painted tonight. For no reason other than that it's a bit of an in-joke. But there we go. We painted a dog, and we all chatted. We had like a lovely time. We did some Loki approved. That was amazing, as it always is. I hope you guys had fun as well. With that, it's time to wrap up. Pardon me. It's time to wrap up the stream. It's time for you all to head to bed or head to do whatever it is you're doing. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So there we go. Massive thank you to everyone for tuning in this evening. Sorry for muting my mic for like 20 minutes. Quality content. So yeah, massive thank you for everyone for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you have, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're brand new, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can get updated whenever we post new videos over here or go live. If you're brand new, then make sure to check out the main channel, which is linked down below in the description. And if you want to help support us doing what we're doing, creating content and doing live streams and stuff, then check out all the affiliate links down there. We've got them for Grim Dice, we've got them for Element Games. If you buy anything through them, it gives us a little bit of a kickback, and you guys don't have to pay anything extra. So it's a fantastic way to support us. Yeah, massive thank you to everyone that is currently a channel member of on the main channel. You guys are amazing, and all the support is massively appreciated. So thank you all very much. If you want to catch up with me outside of my channel, you can find me over on Wargamers Anonymous. New episodes go live every other Monday at 7 AM. That's UK time. So you can find us on Spotify, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and now you can find us on YouTube as well. Check out all the links down below and in the chat for all those things. And that's it. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to get myself a drink, might do some reading, might play some Elden Ring, who knows. But I am going to go. So thanks very much for tuning in. It's been absolutely fantastic. And yeah, until the next time, guys, enjoy your hobby. I'll see you later.